Hey everybody, it's Maddie. It's Maddie Cummins, and for those of you that don't know me, I am the founder of the Calming Chaos Collective and the owner of Celebrations LLC. I'm pretty pumped today because I spent the last 2 days at a leadership summit, the Global Leadership Summit. If you guys aren't familiar with it, look it up. It's pretty amazing. And I actually got to go this year for the first time. I've been going for about 5 years, and I got to go this year for the first time as a business owner, so that was super exciting for me. It is Friday, so if you guys come on, just say hi. I actually am holding my phone today, so if I'm wiggling around, I apologize in advance. As you probably have been able to tell, I don't sit, my hands tend to wave. So as someone said to me, I can't listen to you because your hands are going too fast. So that's always a lesson for me to try to not wave my hands around. But welcome to this Friday Live. I am super excited that today is the beginning of the weekend. I started out this live on Tuesday, kind of started talking this week about this Chaosnado, my new word that I just created, that I'm sure is going to catch on. And this Chaosnado of mine that has been going for about a week. I know all the tricks. I know all the things. I know all the stuff to do. I do this stuff for a living. But when I get into the spinning, it is very, very hard for me to get out. I think the good thing is that that's not my norm anymore. My norm is pretty peaceful. But once I'm in that spinning, it's really hard for me to get out. Things, so I'm going to tell you how I got out, and that's some of those things that we're going to talk about. Like, we can talk about this stuff, but what are we going to do about it, right? So if you happen to come on live, say hi. If you're watching the replay, just say hi, so we can continue the conversation, and you can just put hashtag replay, or not. You can just put replay. That's fine, too. I like hashtags, so I think they're fun. So I go in. Part of what happened, and I, sorry, I dropped my sticky. So last week I just had some stuff going on that when my Chaosnados start, I know that it's like there is these loud voices that sound like me. They're not voices, but these loud voices telling me that I just am not good enough. I mean, as you wrap down all of that, that's what the end of it says. I get triggered from my old neural pathways as we talk about the things that I've worked really hard to get rid of. I've done all the things to get rid of the negative voices, but as we talk about, those negative voices are from old neural pathways that are really, really strong. So when stress starts, those neural pathways light up instead of the ones that I've built over time. And I start the spinning, and it's just this chaos going round and round and round. And it's like every single day I feel more and more and more bogged down in it. Like I can't ever get out. I can't sleep. I can't, I actually end up eating more because that chaos, like I can't stay on the diet, the healthy lifestyle diet that I know I need to be on. So that starts that shame cycle. It's like you just sit there and spin and spin and spin. And so what I ended up doing, I was at the Global Leadership Summit, like I mentioned earlier, and it was at my church. And so on Thursday and Friday, so I go on Thursday, and I am around people that love me. I'm around people that get my stuff. There is this theme that's happening, and I'm going to be talking more about this in the coming weeks, because what I'm hearing from all these people that are leaders is vulnerability and authenticity, and about how we have to be vulnerable and we have to be authentic, but that's really hard for all of us. And so I get this text. God was just really like following me around for the last 2 days, reminding me of the fact that I am a daughter of the King. I am a child of God, and therefore I am worthy. That's just it. That's all you got. Like, I don't have to do all these other things that my brain tells me I have to do. So I get this text from someone who knows me very well and asks me to step out of my comfort zone and do some leading around a ministry that I've never done before. like I said earlier, I'm surrounded by people that know me and love me, and I feel this spiraling starting to slow down. Because what we do, and this is what I talked about, what I do, but I think what a lot of people do is I self-isolate when I'm doing that because I don't feel like I'm worthy to ask for help. I don't feel like anybody can help me. It's like you get into this hole of this negativity, and it's so hard to shake it off. And and I'll be honest, I almost didn't go Thursday and Friday because I just was so wrapped up in this spiraling. And luckily, along this journey, I've gotten to the place where I realize I can keep doing this, and I'm going to keep spiraling, or I can do something different. So I went to the summit, and at the end of it, I'm walking by the church office, and they have a prayer room where people are going to pray for you, and I just turned right around and walked back in there and just said, hey, I've got some stuff going on. Can someone pray for me? That's the first time I've ever done that. That's huge for me, to be able to go in to people I don't know and ask for help. Now, am I asking them for help? Rationally, no, I'm not. But in my brain, that's what I'm doing, because then I can't necessarily control the outcome. I can't necessarily, control what's happening. I have to ask someone I don't know for help that doesn't know me, and that's really hard for me. But I was super clear at that moment, I have to get out of this, because this is not what God has intended for me to be. And I'm just spinning. And I left yesterday after the morning sessions and after the prayer, feeling like myself again. And, one of the other things that happened is that, and I posted this on my personal page, but the very first speaker was Craig Groeschel. And if you guys don't know Craig Groeschel, he's very cool. He's pastor of the Life Church. Life Church owns the Bible app, or developed the Bible app. So he's just a really cool, innovative leader. And he said these words, and this was yesterday morning: the difference between where you are and where you want to be is the pain you're unwilling to endure. And I thought that was pretty challenging for me to stop and go, growth happens in the pain. Growth happens in the uncomfortableness. Growth happens when we are in this space that we don't know that we belong in. And growth happens when we fail. Growth happens when we're hurting and this stuff around us is feeling too big for what we can deal with. So I just felt like God was really just kind of popping along with me all morning yesterday and saying to me, you're done. This isn't who I need you to be. This is not the brain that I developed. This is not the self-esteem that I gave you, and you're done. And that was a real weight lifted off me to be able to say, oh, that's right. All this stuff I'm hearing is because our world is so broken. It's drowning out the noise from God, and I have to be able to make that connection. And, I think one of the things I'm trying to express to you is that when you are in that spiral, it's okay. It doesn't feel good. Don't beat yourself up about it, because I certainly do. And I come back after and go, why was I beating myself up about it? But it's not perfection, and that's my thing, as you guys know. But it's really about just doing one thing different, one thing with intention that may get you to the second thing, that may get you to the third thing. And, I just want to encourage you guys to really stop when you're in those chaosnados and do one thing that's different. Reach out to one person. Sit down and pray. I'll be honest with you, prayer's hard for me during those times because my brain is way too loud. So having someone pray with you. There was a time in my life where I could not pray. Things were so crazy around in my life. And so I actually I had called about 4 people and asked them to call me every day and just leave me a voicemail with a prayer, because I couldn't pray myself. And it's those moments of leaning into other people and leaning into God that it helps us remember we're not alone in this, and we do have people that love us, and we do have people that can help us, but we have to give them that opportunity. And that connection, for me, always leads to a greater connection to God. So I am feeling, really good today. I feel that peace again that I have, that's my norm, and that is not always there. But, you know, I just wanted to share that journey with you guys. There is a way to get rid of that, and that Chaosnado going on. And it's just about making one intentional thing change that day that connects you to others, that connects you to God, and start with the connection, which is why I was mentioning that in the tools yesterday. So if you're online and you want to say hi because so I can see you, because I don't know who's online, although there's some comfort in that, right? But just know that I am loving this journey that we're all on together, and I so appreciate all of you who are a part of this community and really helping us all figure out what our next step is. So today's Friday. I'll post some on the weekend. Coming next week, I will have an event ready for us to start looking at for that class, that virtual class experience that I was talking about. And I'm getting really excited about it. And we're just going to take all this stuff, these little pieces, and we're going to put it into a different kind of program. It will be recorded, so if you can't make it, that's perfectly okay. Hey, Lisa, I'm glad that you're here. It's good to see you. Happy Friday. And if you're watching this on replay, make sure you say hi and replay so I can come back. And I would love for you to listen to my rambling today and just tell me, like, what is the one intentional thing you're going to change? What is that one thing that you're going to do different to make a connection to others or to make a connection to God when you need to and when we're in that space? So have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Okay, thanks. Bye.